In short, I can sum up what happened in between videos with this. That's all that happened. Wow. Here's the fun part for me. Mass Effect Genesis interactive background. Screw, I can't read.
Just another routine mission. Why do they always say that before a mission? Of course it's routine. You haven't done anything yet. It's everything that happens along the way. The choices you make, the paths you choose.
Yep.
That turn the routine into anything but. Of course, that's how it started.
Yep.
A routine mission. Answering a distress call.
Yep.
Look where that got me.
Yep.
We were testing out the Normandy, Captain Anderson's new ship, when the distress call came in. An Alliance patrol on Eden Prime had been attacked. They'd seen something they couldn't explain. And whatever it was massive. I hit the ground with my lieutenant, Kate Malenko. A good kid, loyal, by the book, with a talent for biotics.
Yep.
We came across the lone survivor of patrol, Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams. A soldier to the core. Tough, disciplined, ready to take on whatever came her way.
Yep.
Ashley joined up with us and took us to the spot where she lost her squad. That's when we saw it. The ship. Like nothing I'd ever seen. It was massive, scorching the colony and everything around it as it blasted away. We followed the path of destruction to an artifact. A beacon left by a long-dead race called the Protheans.
Yep.
The colony had dug it up, and whoever attacked them had tried to take it. Chief Williams made the mistake of getting too close. He hit her with some type of energy. I grabbed her and threw her out of the way. That's when it hit me.
Yeah.
Hard. Every muscle in my body went rigid.
Ow.
I couldn't move. Could barely breathe.
Yep.
Everything went black.
That must hurt.
And then I saw something.
What?
A vision. Dream. A nightmare.
Ooh, that's bad.
By the time I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel on our way to meet the Council. I was expected to explain what I'd seen. Anderson came along. So did Adina, our political representative on the Citadel.
Oh, and an interesting fact.
It seemed reasonable we could persuade the Council that the ship.
Interesting fact. Captain Anderson is voiced by James Earl Jones, or Darth Vader.
Scene was a potential threat.
I think that's cool.
As was the individual behind the attacks. The main suspect for the Eden Prime massacre was a Turian inspector named Saren. He'd been seen by one of the survivors from the colony at Eden Prime, and there was some evidence to suggest that the ship was connected to Saren. But even Adina's pointed accusations weren't enough to convince the Council.
Okay.
They just couldn't believe one of their chosen elite specters could be guilty of something like that. They needed proof. Which meant I needed proof.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I wasn't alone in my search. Garrus, another Turian, wanted to help. A top agent for Citadel Security. Despite orders from his superiors that he shouldn't get involved, he told me he was suspicious of Saren, and he had some useful leads. More importantly, he was willing to share them. That led me to Rex, the biggest, nastiest looking Krogan bounty hunter I'd ever seen. He turned out to be more than just a brute. It was his intel that led to a fugitive with incriminating evidence on Saren. The fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named Tally. A tech expert with a knack for hacking, she'd procured some information on Saren. Evidence that proved Saren was dirty. Tally's evidence proved that Saren was responsible for the massacre on Eden Prime, and that the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship. But it went much further. Saren was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark space. Machines allegedly responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all organic life.
That's bad.
These Reapers were blamed for wiping out all life 50,000 years ago.
Very bad.
Including the Protheans.
Ooh.
Then disappearing back through the mass relays to dark space.
Crap.
Leaving no trace they'd ever been. That explained why Saren was after the beacon, and it made some sense out of my visions. But not much else. We couldn't convince the Council that the Reapers were a threat.
Nope.
But they agreed Saren had to be stopped. They stripped him of his Spectre status and gave me the honor of becoming the first human Spectre. My first task? Bring down Saren. Anderson decided to stay behind, giving up his ship, the Normandy.
Thanks, Darth.
He told me I would need it more than he would. He also pointed me in a direction. Liara, a Prothean expert, adept in biotics, and maybe most importantly, daughter of Benezia.
Yep.
Saren's top lieutenant. And like most Asari,
Just gotta say, I hated fighting Benezia. It was
as beautiful as she is
great.
intelligent, and born with the unique ability to meld with other species. Liara was able to help me decipher some of the vision the beacon had given me. Nothing concrete, but it gave me some clues. And a new appreciation for the Asari. Her technique for accessing my vision was unexpected, but not at all unpleasant.
Yeah, my controller is gonna be bugging out sometimes.
Ashley was a little concerned about the connection I shared with Liara. As commander, I knew either relationship had the potential to interfere with the mission.
I don't know how to post links, but you know what? Okay, that seems way too difficult. Actually, I don't want to make 2 sets of videos. Wait, do I have to make 2 sets of videos? Yeah, I do, actually. They're basically going to be the same, except one romance is going to be with Leo. Ah, screw it, I'm just going to pick Ash.
I told Ash I wasn't interested in Liara. I had my eyes on someone else. But we agreed we wouldn't let it get in the way of our mission. Finding Sarah.
Yeah.
Thanks to Liara's help.
Oh, wait. Saren was a leapfrog rocket whore. He shot rockets at me. I shot back without rockets with my assault rifle. It took me about 40 minutes to kill him. And I had to kill him twice. Fortunately, I was Uber Paragon, so I just had to... Actually, I didn't have to kill him twice. That was during my first playthrough. He shot himself if you're Uber Paragon. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool.
At our next lead, Benezia. Saren had taken her to Novarian, where he'd enslaved a dangerous race of insect-like creatures, Rachni. He ordered Benezia to use the same technique Liara had used on me to extract information from the Rachni Queen. The Queen's drones were everywhere, and they weren't out. We had to fight through hundreds of them to get to Benezia. By the time we arrived, Saren was gone. With the information, I tried to reason with Benezia, but Saren had indoctrinated her. He had somehow acquired the ability to control people's actions and wills. Benezia wouldn't surrender, and Liara was forced to watch her mother die in her arms. And I was left with an angry, dangerous Rachni Queen to deal with. She claimed her drones would do no harm if I released her. But the Rachni had terrorized the galaxy before.
Save the Queen! Or kill the Queen. Save it, kill it. Save it, kill it. Save it. Oh my god, I hated this choice. It drove me crazy. It took me almost as long as I had to fight Saren to figure out that I wanted to save them, which I did.
I couldn't do it. I wouldn't doom an entire species for past sins. And the Queen was true to her word. She left and took her army of drones with her. With Saren's top lieutenant dead, he was quickly running out of time and places to hide. I tracked him down at his base on Burma, but we soon learned it was more than a base of operations. It was a breeding ground. Saren was breeding an army of Krogan. He'd found a cure for the genophage.
And why are they all
Disease
dead?
inflicted on the Krogan to prevent them from breeding and taking over the galaxy. But the Krogan Saren was breeding were slaves. Mindless beasts that obeyed Saren's will. I had to destroy the base and all its research. Rex disagreed. Violently.
Ow.
Rex wanted the genophage cure for his people. I tried to convince him to help me destroy it, that these Krogan weren't real. But he wouldn't back down.
And I told you my controller would bug out sometimes. Saving Rex.
Fortunately, Rex is smarter than he looks.
Okay, I'll just skip. Stupid.
When we finally got to the center of the base,
I'll do the main.
he was already in
Yeah,
communication.
shut up.
But there was no time to think we could solve him.
Sovereign did it,
Before
that's
I could
all.
convince him to stop, he ran.
Save Ashley.
Leaving me just Caden was a good man, and I chose Ash. That was the last time Saren would slip away from me, with my team mostly intact, but Ash saw through my words. She knew I was hurting after Caden's death. She could sense my doubts. We both knew this mission could be our last. Until that moment, we put our feelings aside for the sake of that mission. But why wait? We gave in to each other. And it was perfect. While it lasted. We arrived on Hylos, close behind Sarah. Once on the planet, we discovered a Prometheus atomic.
Shut up, 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 shut up.
The Alliance as I fought to regain control of Council and support the destiny.
Okay, choosing to save the council or kill the council. Saving the
I knew
council.
in order to help them, I would have to. The Council had to be saved. They represented the hearts and minds of the galactic community. Without them, the fleets would be in disarray. Even with the Citadel back in my control, Sarah took me to cops.
Okay, Sovereign got killed by the Normandy. Okay, who do you think I'm gonna pick? A random Scottish guy or Darth Vader, which is James Earl Jones, Captain Anderson.
Both great leaders in their own right.
Darth Vader!
Anderson didn't want the job, which was a sure sign he'd be perfect for it. No ambition to get in the way. The war was over. The threat had passed. In time, the Council would rebuild itself. The Citadel could be repaired. Even the pain of lost friends would fade. But none of that mattered if the Reapers were still out there. And if they were all as powerful as Sovereign, we had to find a way to stop them. I had to find a way. I gathered my crew, took my ship, and went in search of answers.
And then he died.
Officially as another routine mission.
God, that was annoying. And what, I got like 4 minutes? Oh my god, another unskippable cutscene. This is repetitive BS.
Commander Shepard has been recovered.
I've seen this like a million times, I don't care. God. Make it stop. Just let me skip it. I want to get to the character creation. Oh great, I went dead again. I hate these things. Where's the other? Oh, come on. There it is. The other battery pack. See if this works. One battery from there. One battery from there. Booyah! Okay, we're just gonna do a generic John Shepard, but not in looks. I'm gonna base him after me. No, I'm not. Custom. Custom. Cycle, 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 cycle. There we go. That's pretty much it for my Shepard. We're gonna do that. No, no. Hair. That's basically it. And now one of my hardest parts. Dear God. Okay, you know what? We're gonna end the video here. And I'm probably gonna have to wait like years for this, but you tell me what I should decide. Like, I'll do it if there's even one vote for out of all of them. If you don't respond, I don't really care. I'm just gonna do Soldier. And hey, that's actually the perfect time to respond. So Soldier, Infiltrator, Vanguard. Okay, I'll give you a rundown. Soldiers can use almost every gun except SMGs, and they have no powers. Infiltrators have tech powers, but can only use SMGs, pistols, and sniper rifles. Vanguards can use biotics and can only use heavy pistols and shotguns. Sentinels can use heavy pistol, shotgun, and submachine gun. And they can use biotics and tech. Adepts, biotics. Engineers are tech experts.